everybody, welcome back to Miriam Cast channel again. I hope I'm seeing you back. If you're new, then please subscribe to my channel because you're missing out, I tell you that. In this video I'll be teaching you, not teaching you really, but it's gonna be a guide for your first scooter in Thailand. So if you're planning to rent a scooter or learn how to ride a scooter for the first time in Thailand, then this is a great video for you. So stay and keep on watching. By the way, if you hear loads of noises, random noises such as rain, wind, cars and everything like that, means I'm on a balcony. I'm currently on a balcony because I don't know where to record, and this is the perfect lighting for me. But I'm really sorry about the noise and I hope it will not disturb this video. So let's get to it. So the first things first, how do you learn to ride a scooter for the first time? So there are loads of different schools around Thailand where you can learn how to drive a scooter for the first time. I would highly advise you going to Pai. If you don't know where Pai is, it's a little city in the north next to Chiang Mai called Pai. It's beautiful, amazing, quiet but alive. Loads of backpackers, loads of mountains, loads of waterfalls, this kind of theme, but it's just amazing. That is the perfect place to learn how to ride a scooter. This is where I learned how to ride a scooter, and this is where you should learn how to ride a scooter. But if you're not going to Pai, you can learn the scooter anywhere you want. But there are schools around, for example Pai, where you can learn how to ride a scooter if you're really not comfortable. Number two, if you don't want to go to school and you feel like it's a waste of money, which I definitely did, you can learn on somebody else's scooter. My friend rented a scooter and I asked her if I can kind of learn on the slide, on the side, and I did. And that's kind of how I learned scooter for the first time. I kind of just wanted to know whether I can handle it or how the balance is on it, and she taught me, she showed me, and that's how I started. But I wouldn't advise you going on the main roads if you don't know how to ride a scooter or if you've never ridden a scooter before. So try on the side roads first, quiet roads or by fields, or like, you know what I mean. Just don't go mad. Long story short, how I learned the scooter was we, 4 bikes together, 2 people on each bike, went for adventure in the mountains. And unfortunately one of the bikes has crashed, and it was that bad that the ambulance had to come and rescue those 2 people. But then somebody had to drive the scooter back, and that somebody was me, in the mountains, in the middle of nowhere, without actually knowing how to drive a scooter. But I have tried, and I loved it. And it was such a challenge, but I did it, and that's how I learned how to ride a scooter, accidentally. And the last thing, you must own driving license or scooter license. If you have scooter license, then perfect, that means you can already ride a scooter. But if you don't, then you have to have driving license, of course, because you're on the road, so you need to know traffic and how to drive and how to look in your mirrors, stuff like that. So driving license is a must. I know somebody who didn't have driving license and he got caught by the police and he had to pay a lot of money, so watch out. Talking about driving license, you must have international driving license. International driving license are used in Asia, and you can only get this license in your own country. So make sure before you come to Asia, apply for those to then bring it with you to Asia. If you're already in Thailand and you now realize that you don't have international driving license, don't worry. I don't have either, but be quiet and have your normal driving license, and if you get caught by the police, that's a shame. But you do know how to drive a scooter, you do know how to drive a car, you do have driving license, so you should be fine. But remember, international driving license is a must. Now let's move on to details about renting a scooter once you know how to drive a scooter. If you're looking for places with scooters, please go online and read reviews. I looked at a few companies online that I thought I could potentially rent a scooter from them, and people were saying how they scammed them, how they stole the bike, for example, or how they try to think of different ways to take the money of them. So I think reading reviews is really important. If you find out that there are many good reviews for a specific place, then maybe go there. Reviews are perfect. Number 2, when you're renting a scooter, I would advise you ask for insurance. If you don't have insurance and you crash, good luck paying the money for the scooter, because they will kind of demand the money, or you have to fix the bike. And what if you're in the rush? You're kind of stuck. So I think insurance is very important. if you're not comfortable, but also if you're comfortable, because you never know what's going to happen. Anybody can crash into you. You can crash to anything. You can slide, I don't know, like, you know, when you're just like on the road. And insurance is a must for me. When I took my scooter for a drive, I had insurance for 40 baht a day, which is like $1 or £1, and it's nothing. And it gave me kind of the security that if I do crash, I'm safe. Also, some scooters have theft insurance. I took that theft insurance for me because there was a message, like a warning message, saying if somebody does steal your bike, you're gonna have to pay 50,000 baht, which I was like, excuse me, that's like 10,000 pounds, which I'm not gonna have for a bike. So I just took that insurance anyway. But that was that company, and I don't know about other companies, but just make sure you ask each company about theft insurance and a normal insurance. And also ask about personal insurance if you don't have your own insurance. I have my own insurance, which I bought already, so if something happened to me, I would be covered. But if you don't have your own insurance and you're, you know, you don't know what's gonna happen, then ask about that one as well, because usually the bike comes with personal insurance anyway, so why not just ask? Another tip that you should know, and I think everybody already knows, but some people don't know, some people that I meet, they still don't know, is that they will demand your passport as a deposit. Do not ever give your passport as a deposit. You probably know why, but if you don't know why, then I'm gonna give you a few reasons. One, they can make up excuses about you crashing a bike, they can steal your bike, anything like that. If you don't pay them, they will take your insurance. They will take your passport. Number two, your passport might just disappear at any time. You don't know who's gonna come to the company, take your passport, steal it. How are you gonna prove that somebody took your passport? So just don't leave your passport. Number three, if anything happens to the bike or anything like that, which I was kind of already saying before, they can keep your passport and there's nothing you can do until you pay them. So save yourself and don't give your passport out. Some companies will demand passport, but not to give them passport, they will demand deposit instead, which is from about 2,000 baht to about 5,000 baht. I usually just give 3,000 baht. I mean, if it's less, then great. But if it's like 5,000 baht, I say I don't have that much, I can only give you 3,000 baht. And you know what? Usually it's fine, and they will just accept the 3,000 baht. But it's just a good way to give them the deposit rather than the passport. Another tip which you should definitely know, but still some of my friends don't even like listen to this tip, is always wear a helmet. Like, of course, you should always wear a helmet. I know it might not look very attractive or might be very uncomfortable. Sometimes you feel like it's not even on your head and it's like falling off. Still wear it, because if you crash, this bit of helmet will protect your head from injuries. And once you crash, you'll be very grateful that you did wear a helmet. So, my friends, if you're watching this, you're not wearing a helmet, you better be wearing a helmet from today. As you know, some scooters can have one person. Some scooters can have two people. So if you're not comfortable with having somebody on your back, don't take somebody on your back, because I know so many people that were not comfortable with another person sitting at the back and they crashed. Really, like, if you never had anybody on your back and like if you're not very good a driver, then don't do it. Like, just say you're not comfortable. And I had few people that said they were not comfortable and that was fine and they never crashed because they didn't have to. And then I had few people that were not comfortable and they took people and they have crashed. What is the point in this? Seriously. And the last thing we're gonna be talking about are prices, just so you don't get scammed. I rented my scooter for 100 baht a day, plus insurance, plus theft insurance. That is 180 baht a day, which was like seriously nothing. But that is in Pai. And I know around Chiang Mai area, which is the north and also south, prices can be from 200, 250 usually, 400 I heard, and I heard 500, which is a bit ridiculous. But it all depends what kind of bike you want. Single seat bikes and, like, you know, the cheapest bikes are like 100, 150, 200. If you want a double seat scooter, then it will be like 200, 250. If you want anything better or, you know, nicer or bigger engine, then you'll be paying a bigger price. But what I would also advise you to do, if you're booking it for many days, try getting a discount, because that's what I did. I booked it for 5 days. And I was like, oh, I don't want to pay that much, can I pay a bit less? And they agreed, so just ask anyway. And petrol on my one, which was like the shittest one basically, was about 50 to 80 baht, which is only 2 euros, pounds, dollars, because everybody keeps complaining that I keep saying pounds. Well, I'm sorry, I'm from UK. £2, which is nothing. Full tank lasted me for 5 days, and I was going everywhere, back, that way, back, that way, back, this way, back, everywhere. So it lasted me a very long time. So thank you for watching my channel. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope I'm not talking too fast. I hope the noise is not too loud. Thank you very much. Next time, can you please do something about it and let me record my video? If you liked my channel, please subscribe. I'll be very, very, very grateful. Like this video if you think these tips are very useful and you know you like these tips. Please like it for me. Follow me on my social media like Instagram, Facebook, and a blog. Also, I have a blog. You need to check that out because it's amazing. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.